Hi, welcome to the next session. In this video, we are going to see how to set up a basic connection from Unity to SmartFox server and connecting the zone as well as the room. So how we are going to do, we will check. In the last video, we have made a configuration of SmartFox server's local setup. First admin, the password is same as the first admin. And once you connect the local host with the port, so currently it is not connecting because the server not yet to start. What we'll do, we'll go to the installation location of SmartFox server. So last time we have installed the path where you install, go to the SmartFox server underscore 2x folder, and inside SFX 2x. From here, once we start our SmartFox engine, so these are the detailed background it will run. So what are the zone we have created successfully, it will finalize and tell. So now we can able to log in with the SmartFox. So okay, yes, so these are the zone we have created below, and one room we have created the lobby. So whenever we logged in, the log report will tell us so someone accessed from zone admin zone and their username and their IP, wish, and type of flash desktop and windows and etc. And also it will tell so whoever joined as a player in your zone or room, so it will be log tell the log will maintain to from which type and which username and which IP address he joined. Okay, so from the Unity, we will go to the project. So there is only one folder is the sample scene, because as it is a 2D environment, we have created Lulu hyphen multiplayer. So what we will do is just create one more folder. Inside this folder, we will keep all our necessary folder and files. So first of all, we need one more folder need to be created called plugin. Okay, this folder will need for the SmartFox API.dll file, so which we have in our desktop. So last time we have extracted from the zip file, which we are downloaded from the SmartFox, the official web page. We simply drag that file into here. Okay, so now we can able to access SmartFox plugin and server zone and all the details. So once you dragged into your plugin folder, we need to create one script for the server maintenance. So we will just server controller. Okay, so I made server controller. So once you double click, the Microsoft Visual Studio will open the script for us, and we need some basic setup to initiate service with the SmartFox engine. So what are the basics initial setup we have to do? First, we need to initiate two types. One is a plugin is properly working or not, so we will directly create one. It's getting load. So public, as if now I'm creating is a public variable. Okay, so what we need first of all, one SmartFox object we need. So SmartFox object, and that object should be static, public static SmartFox, and we will name it as an SFS, that is simplifier of SFS. Okay, so this is the main object. So we can able to connect with this SmartFox engine, and to be connect with the our server and the zone, so we need some basic detail like public and string method. We need host. The host is the same, what which host we should connect. And again I'm doing one more string which is called zone. The zone we need, so which zone should be connected. As of now we have only one zone, so yeah, two zone. One is Ludo. This is what we created, and the basic example. So this is by default from the smartphone. So this zone we are going to join. So we need a zone, and also one more we need, which is called port. So I am just declaring the variable as an integer and calling as a port. So this is, so host we need, zone we need, port we need. So what is host? Host is, if I'm logging, so this is our host and this is our port, and finally the zone will be Ludo. So Ludo which we have created. Okay, and this is the method. So we can make it as a private when we launch as a live. So till now let it be in public method, so we can able to modify in the Unity editor. And finally we need one more file called config data. So this is a more secure way. So private config data. So this is from SFS utility. So we will just click it and we'll make it the name of CFG. Simple. Okay, so now we have a SmartFox object to be connect, and to connect with this SmartFox with this object, we need host, zone, and port, and we will compile everything into this CN config data and send it to the server, so as we are requesting. So, and next we need in the awake method. So before we proceed with the start, we need to be awake some functions. So awake will be called before the start. So what are the things we need to make in the awake? So first of all, we will set this server controller as a static object, so we can able to access with multiple script. There are many ways to make a singleton method, but still I'm using public static server configs for instance. So this instance, and in the awake method we will check if condition, if instance equal to null. If it is a null, then instance equal to this, and else. So in case if it is not null, then what should we do? Just try it. We will just try not instance. So what we'll do, so it's already instance or initiated. If the script again I try to create duplicate, then it will be destroyed. Okay, then we will connect config our config data file. So for that config, we just make cfg equal to new config data, and inside, so to curly bracket inside this, so we don't need this too as it is created by default. Okay, so we need to make host equal to that host we have created here. So make it capital letters over here, because so you can understand the variable, so which is local and which is from CFG data, and the port is equal to port, and the zone is equal to zone. Okay, so these are the basics. So, and finally we will do one thing, we will debug it in case any what other host we are joining the all the details. So we will debug as a log, so we can understand so which host, which zone we are connected to. What is so debug equal to true. And in the zone we need to make one comma, and in the true we don't need semicolon. Okay, so this is the basic steps to connect with the so config with host, port, and zone. And finally in the start section, so in the start section what we will do, we will create more event handler to handling the connection through SmartFox server with our Unity. To be proceed that, we before we proceed, we just go to the Unity. So let it be load. The time little to compile the. Okay, the script has been loaded. So we will create one empty object and call server control. We will drag the script into the. So we have a compiling error. There's no error. Okay, we have saved. Okay, I didn't save the script. So once again, it's reloading. Okay, so next, what we are going to do, we need to create some event listener to connect with the server. So once we connected to the host and the zone with the port, so it will inform us that we have successfully connected to this is what event listener will wait until what are the event we are listening from the server, so it will tell this event happen. So what are the events we need to use, so I will tell you. First of all, we drag our script into this server controller object. Okay, so now we can create and modify our zone, host, and event port. So to be connect our host, we will create 127.0.0.1, and our zone is 0, and our port is 99. Okay, so as of now we don't need update functions, I just deleted, and I just create one void method here, SmartFox image. Okay. So in this function, this we will create, first of all we will do the same thing what we have done the instance we have created. So this is the SmartFox object. So first of all we will check if the SFS is null. So we will make it if SFS not equal to null. So in case it is not in null, so what we will do, SFS dot remove all even listener. So what I'm going to do, so whenever it is check if SFS in case not equal to null. So what we will do, what are the event listeners is assigned, so we are removing it and make this as a null. Okay, so we will make it as a null. And in the next we will create what, initialize it as a fresh SFS event. So equal to new SmartFox object. So if we have already initiated, so we will create it, we will destroy all the event listener and we will make it as a null, and we create a fresh instance. Okay, so this will, every time we will start, so due to unfortunately if any object already initialized as a SmartFox object, so we just removing that all listeners and also making that as a null, and we creating as a fresh game object, so it will avoid some misbehavior. So we will check it and talk about it later and more. And here, once we initialize a fresh object, so we create as a add as a event listener. So once you click on sfs.add, then it will come add a event listener. So one, what are the event listener is available inside SFS E object. So we will just make it SFS event. So and dot. So it will tell you these are the events are by default available. So when logout, when handshake, when login, when UPI init, when user account change, when admin message, when config load failure. So these are the events. There are a lot of events available, but mainly we focus on what we need for according to this project. Okay. So first of all, we need a connection event. So whenever we connect to the server, so we must know that we have connected to the server. So here we just create on server connection. So we have created this event. Oops. Okay, so now still it is have a bugs. What we are doing, just right click it and we use this, it will generate automatically one function. So whenever we have connecting to the server, so this function, this event we receive, so this function will call, this function has a basic data inside this event, base event, and with the event of, so this is first. And what we need to be get more information. So when we, after connecting, what we need to do, once we connected to the server, so we need login. Okay, so this is on login. So this is on login function. So it will, once we connected to the login, then it will give us necessary information. So which user logged in and which zone and all the details will get. And one more event listener we need, that is called room join. So the room join will be whenever we join a room, the service SmartFox will inform that this person or this room have successfully joined. So room underscore join. So this is room join and room join. Okay. And these two step, it is we have declared, but one more additional function we need. Okay, so we will create a same method of creating, sorry, I have overridden. Just need to reload it finally. And two more things we need support in case if we have not successfully connected with login. So what we'll do, login error. So we will know about what's gone wrong with this one. Uh, Login error. And also room join, room join room join error. So on room join, yeah. So these are the first we are going to test with this four event. So is everything working properly or not? Then we will proceed with the next step. So we will finish this video with these four steps. So as of now, um, just we will I will do simply copy. We just content. And for room join we have long room join. We copy that. This room join is on that. And this is on login. So yeah. So next we need one more thing. So we should use it below void fixed update. So in this fixed update, we need keep our all even listener alive. So whenever we receiving a event from the server side, so we must check all event should update properly. So what we'll do, one make one if condition if SFS not equal to null. So whenever the SFS object not null, then it should keep check the process of events. So it will tell whenever we have some issue or whenever we receiving this any event from for this particular forum. So it will tell by message. Okay, next we will do before we initialize our connection with the server, we need to do some implementation. So what we'll do, first of all, we need to call this function, and yeah, once we called this function, then we will direct to connect with the server by creating a session. What we will do, I'm just making it one more function called server online. So why I'm making this is in a separate function, so we need the server init connection sometime should be happen if it is manually disconnecting, so we need to reinitiate the server connection for that particular purpose, and that we will check it out with the later, and we will come to know why we making some function in a separate way. So otherwise we can directly call this function from here because the start function initialized from the beginning of the script and after that it will. So what we will do first, we will copy this function and call it from here. First of all, we need to initialize our function. So if we will initialize our server, so what are the details we need? All will be initialized, and once it's successfully initialized and the event listener and everything, so next we will call our login function. So in the login function, we already made some configuration files of sfs dot connect with our cfg function cfg, so which is our config data. So this data we are initialized in the awake method. So what we'll do before we start check, so I just comment out all these things because it will throw some error even. What we I'm going to do just printing a log. So if we are connected successfully or not from this SFS server. So just connect her. Connect her. And so it will print if we successfully connected. So before we go, we just close this instance, and I am just reinitializing this server. So if it is any bugs or that, then it will. Okay, so it is deploying the application and all the things. So once server start successfully, so we will check it with the Unity version. So make sure you have written host as a local host and the zone the same name what we have done in the admin panel. Okay, the same L capital UDO and the same zone name should be here, and the port should be same as we have here on the port 9933, and the host is 127.0.0.1. So this is our local host. So we just play on Unity, so we will come to know that we are connecting with this server or not. Okay, as of now, there is no some mistake we made. Okay, I didn't call this from the any server. Okay, so now we will again start one more time. So once we successfully connected to the server, so it will print this log that we have connected. So we are playing. Oh, great. So we have successfully connected to our server. So here what we printing the log it is printing. So even if you go to the control panel, see here one session creator type 2 and the default section, and the IP we have connected from the local server only and port. So this is what the session created to us, and if we go to the zone section, so there will be nothing. So zero user there because we have connected to the zone, and our session is initialized, but we didn't log in, and the server not yet allow us to join any zone. So what we will do? I think this session is getting long. So we have initialized our service from the Unity. So successfully we have connected to the server, but we have not yet logged in. So we will proceed with the login request. So the better I will finish this session with this initialization session with the servers of SmartFox. So we will do our next video to log in with a custom login with the server, and we will join to the lobby. So once we join to the lobby, so you will have a count of 1. So we will check with next video and keep practice with the script, and I also already explained each and everything with the detailing. So if you have any doubts, you can use the Q&A session. So I will always available to help you with the any issue. So